Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're actually going to be working on Project OverKill's glove box door lock. We're going to be taking this old original lock and we're going to be switching out the tumblers into a new replacement. We'll see if we can get it to work. Since we are working on the doors, trying to figure out the lock sets and the keys and everything, this is one small item that I wanted to see if I could get sorted out. So guys, if this is your first time visiting the channel and you really like the 70 through 81 Camaros, I want to invite you to subscribe. And with that being said, I hope you enjoy the video. Okay YouTube, we'll wind up doing this again because I've lost some of the footage. But this is your Camaro glove box door, and you may want to remove this lock cylinder if you want to refinish this, or if you just want to replace this knob, you might want to remove this. So what you're going to do, there's 8 screws that holds the cover on. It's also the hinge as well. It's just a piece of plastic, and it's a little bit easier if you've got the key, because you can actually lock this and it will bring the tumblers right up here in the top part of the cylinder. But if you don't have the key, you can do it through the side. You just got to remove the cover, and that's what I'm going to show you. Now this knob is very loose and it just come off. It's not really supposed to do that. So I'm going to reach in and I'm going to hold it with a pair of pliers. And basically, you just have to grab those tumblers and push them in. You're going to want to put this in the up position like it's closed. And then you'll see the tumblers come into play. You're just going to push in on those and pull out. There's 5 of them, and it's going to take, you have to push in and pull. You'll hear it click, and that moves it up to the next tumbler. Again, you'll do it again. We got to go 5 times on this. This one's a little stubborn. I'm going to switch it around so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just pulling this cylinder out. Pushing down on the tumbler. You see it clicked. We've got 2 more to do. There it comes out. This one's in really poor shape because the knob come off of it, and it's pitted up really bad. So if this was the actual glove box door, is in really good shape. So if you want to refinish this, you know, this is definitely why you'd want to do this. This is just a hex nut, and you can use a screwdriver or chisel or whatever you can get to fit in there to get it to turn. It shouldn't be very tight at all. Now going back in, should be the same. It's a little bit easier if you have the key, because you can put the key in and that will pull down number 2 through 5 there, and then you just got to worry about getting this one past the hex nut, and then you'll be good to go. It helps to hold the latch in the up position. Push those first couple of tumblers in and give it a good push, and it's in there. This video is not really about how to do that. What this video is really about is I had bought a replacement for Project OverKill, and I wanted to actually transfer the tumblers from the old knob to the new one, and I want to see if it'll work with the key. You don't necessarily have to have these tumblers. It comes with the first one, and you can use that and it'll work just fine. It just, you won't be able to lock it. But since the car was originally like that, I'd like to put it back. So that's what we're really doing, but it all starts by removing this. So I wanted to show you. So this is the knob for Project OverKill, and if you'll look, it's actually got some type of keeper in here, and it looks like it's been peened down to keep these tumblers from just being able to be pulled out. And this is in really bad shape. When I first started restoring the car, before I got a blast cabinet, I was actually cleaning rust off of some parts with some muriatic acid solution, and what I didn't realize was just the vapors of that stuff was actually causing damage to some of the other parts that I had in the shop. This didn't used to be that bad when I actually first got the car. But what we're going to try to do is, I've got a new one here. Now, one thing that I've noticed, this particular one, they're offset. This has a tumbler and a spring, and you can see here that the spring is going to be on this part of the tumbler, and you can see how it's offset, whereas this one is all in a straight line. They're all the same. The spring goes here, and then the tumbler goes in. So this may not work. I thought we'd take these out and put them in this one. Now they got to be in the right order. I've already done Project Fast Times, and of course the bezel was the same. It was all in the right order, and I just had to basically keep track of which one's in slot 2, 3, 4, and 5. The number 1 slot here, this first one, is the same because this one's already got one in it. And like I said, I'm not sure if this is going to work. I'm going to try to cut this little wire in here and take these apart. When I did Project Fast Times, I'm like, well, I'll just keep them in order. Well, I got them mixed up. I had to work with it about 30 minutes until I got them back in the right position to where the key would work. So this time I've kind of color coded them. Some of you guys, it's my subscribers, will recognize this from my job. It's the just the color code. Blue, orange, green, brown, and slate is what that's actually supposed to be. So we're going to give this a try, see how it goes. First thing I'm going to do is try to remove these keepers. There's one. Whoa. And they're already popping out on this one side. Like I said, we've got them labeled. You want to be careful not to lose those springs. Actually come out a lot easier than I thought it was going to. Something else that I'm noticing on this, these are actually a lot easier to remove than the ones on say one like this. I really had to pull up on those to get them to come out. That's what that looks like without anything in it. We'll try to use the 2nd through the 5th one. So this is our orange. Green. definitely will come out a lot easier. Spring them somewhere. Probably want to be doing this where there's nothing else around. I dropped it again. Too worried about it because we do have that other cylinder if we needed another spring. This will be brown. Last but not least, will be slate. We also got the extra one for number 1 there, spring. Give you guys an idea of what that looks like in case you haven't seen it. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to work, but this is a little bit different. It worked. You see, when you put the key in, all the tumblers go down. Now this is going to be very difficult not to lose these. I'm gonna go ahead and leave them color coded. Let's see if we can get it in the cylinder. Now I will have to take this back out when I put it on the glove box lid, but that's all up there and I haven't restored any of that yet. That'll be at a later date, and I'll have to be very careful when I pull these back out. Not that they go flying everywhere, but if they do, I've got them color coded. Like I said, it's easier with the key because it pushes those tumblers already down. And if I can remember the way the key goes in. Alright, there we have one locked glove box lock. So here's how it would be if the glove box lock is closed. There it would be open. If we closed it back, we should be able to turn it all the way counterclockwise, pull the key out, and now it's locked. Got a new knob now. Very cool. I didn't know if that was going to work. I'm glad it did. So no more damaged chrome, guys. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It's just a small piece of the car that we was able to gain a little progress on, so we'll celebrate a small victory, and we'll catch you on the next one.